Money won't matter in 2036.
For the past 1 week or so, this single statement by Mr. Musk dominated almost every conversation. And most of us ask the same question: how could money possibly stop mattering in a decade? So let's try to deconstruct the economics. Why does money exist? Go back to first principles and then evaluate the impact of AI. Let's start with a simple idea. As humans, our needs or wants never really end. The moment we satisfy one need, another takes its place. That's exactly what Maslow's hierarchy of needs describes. Now, to satisfy those needs, we create value. If people are hungry, we produce food. If they are sick, we develop medicines. If they need to travel, we build transportation systems. But none of that comes for free. Everything we create consumes resources: time, energy, land, knowledge, and capital. And these resources are limited. That's why economics exist. Now add one more piece. Nature did not distribute these resources equally. Some places have abundant energy, others have fertile land, and others have talent or critical minerals. No one has everything. So we specialize in what we are good at and trade for everything else. Over time, we have used many ways to make the trade happen: gold, silver, commodities, and eventually money. And that's the key idea. Money isn't the wealth, it's simply the system we invented to make trade efficient. Now, let's bring AI into this economic system we just built. At its core, economics exists because resources are limited and humans have unlimited aspirations. So, what happens when technology starts changing that equation? AI is reducing scarcity of knowledge, which is one of the oldest forms of scarcity. Robotics is reducing labor scarcity, and advances in energy, manufacturing, medicines, and space exploration could eventually change how we think about physical resources as well. For the first time, technology is challenging some of the fundamental assumptions that shaped our economic system. And that leads to a fascinating question. If many things that are scarce today become abundant tomorrow, what happens to trade? And if trade changes, what happens to money? That is exactly the point of discussion in many conversations today. When we look at history, we see a recurring pattern. Technology rarely eliminates human desires, it changes them. Electricity did not eliminate work, it transformed what work became. Computers did not eliminate intelligence, it amplified how we use it. The internet did not eliminate information scarcity, it changed what information was valuable. Today, many visionaries are of the opinion that AI is likely to follow the same pattern. As some forms of scarcities disappear, new forms of aspiration and value will emerge. The things we trade may change, and the protocol that we use today may evolve. But the fundamental human need to exchange value is likely to remain. So perhaps the question is not whether money disappears. The deeper question is, in an AI driven world, what becomes scarce next? So far, we have only looked at one side of the equation, the supply side. AI can dramatically improve productivity, reduce costs, and help us produce more with fewer resources. But economics is not just about supply. The other side of the equation is demand. In short term, human demand is likely to remain unchanged, while AI makes production cheaper and more efficient. This is the exact reason why businesses are focused on reducing their costs. As the production cost comes down, prices will naturally come down and they will increase in supply, as shown in the graph here. But the long term picture is more interesting. As technology changes what we can produce, it also changes human desires. Demand can increase, decrease, or shift toward completely new set of categories. And businesses will respond to demand and incentives. If there is demand and value creation, companies will continue investing in producing. But if the demand disappears, even the most efficient production system has no reason to exist. Imagine the airline industry as an example. Even if AI and other advancing technologies make aircraft manufacturing extremely cheap, companies like Boeing and Airbus will not continue producing planes if airlines stop ordering aircraft from them. So the key point is this: AI may make production abundant, but abundance alone does not create value. Value exists where supply meets demand. So the future of economics will not be determined only by how much or how efficiently one can produce, but by how human aspirations evolve alongside it. So, where does all of this leave us? AI will almost certainly make businesses more productive and reduce the cost of creating value. That's why every company is investing in it. But lower costs alone don't create sustainable growth. If everyone has access to the same AI capabilities, cost advantages will eventually disappear. So businesses will have to focus on the top line and innovation. Long term success still depends on creating products and experiences that people genuinely value and have the willingness and ability to pay. That's why I believe the future is a world where some financial coordination protocol will continue to exist. The companies that win won't necessarily be the ones with cheapest AI. They will be the ones that earn trust, build strong brands, create original ideas, and understand their customers better than anyone else. And the same is true for people. AI will automate many tasks, but it also raises the bar for unique human qualities: curiosity, creativity, judgment, and the ability to solve problems. So the better question is, what will humans value in a world where intelligence becomes abundant? Because as long as something remains valuable and scarce, the economics will continue to exist, and so will the need to trade and exchange value. I hope this discussion gave you a different perspective on AI, economics, and the future value of money. I'll see you in the next one. We'll continue exploring some of the biggest questions emerging at the intersection of technology, leadership, and humanity. Thank you for watching.